All right, guys, before I open it up to questions, just wanted to, quickly acknowledge Kyrie Jackson's family. Really thankful for them coming up and spending a couple days with us. I thought it was a very special moment for our team, not only today with the pregame and having his little brother Colt, go out and win the coin toss for us, but also just spending time with the whole family. And then yesterday, just a beautiful celebration of life we had privately as a team with his family, and just want to make sure they always know that they're part of our Vikings family moving forward. So really special couple days welcoming them, not only today but yesterday as well, and just really thankful for them doing that, because Kyrie's for sure been on all of our hearts and minds as we've worked through training camp. As far as the game goes, proud of our guys. It's good to get, the first one of these in the preseason. Thought it might come down to a kick. Told the team last night I thought Will would kick the game winner, and he did. Really proud of the way defensively, 6 drives in the second half, holding them to 5 3-and-outs, I think it was, getting us the ball back in the 4-minute situation. Offensively, some really good execution in the pass game. Ran for 6.5 a carry on the night. Thought the guys really took a lot of the things we're working on the practice field and brought it out here and made it come to life. Still could be a lot cleaner. Had a couple pre-snaps, self-inflicted type things that we'll have to correct, on our 90-man roster as we, attempt to try to gain some momentum here in the preseason. Quarterback-wise, I thought Sam did a great job starting the game. Really efficient drive down the field. Tried to give him a shot there on 4th down. Bang play to Speedy. And then JJ coming in, just unbelievable reps for him. Really learning reps here and there. 3rd down, kind of competitive rep. He tries to make a play, and a good player in Jack Jones undercuts the ball a little late there. But JJ, how about him battling, coming right back, and especially coming out of half, I really wanted to see how he could come in, take some coaching as a group, and then let's go out and execute and try to put some points on the board and find a way to win a football game. And Jaron leading the 2-minute at the end. And then, I thought Ryan Wright and Will to kick the game winner. And Ryan, I think he averaged, 57 or so. But no sacks, 6.5 a carry. Hopefully the quarterbacks are in there starting their post-game talking about the O-line, because I thought they did a nice job as well.
How do you evaluate JD's touchdown passes? Are those easy throws, or did he just make them look easy?
No, I thought the go ball was beautiful. It's just a go ball. Tristan did a great job closing the space, stepping on the corner's toes and slipping by him. And JJ, 5-1 hitch, ball out, trusting him to go to the spot. Beautiful throw. And then the second throw second touchdown to Trent, really off of a hard play action. Started to feel them, kind of fit gaps a little quicker, and thought we could maybe get an easy one over the top, but you still got to hit it. And once again, comes off the fake, eyes up, 1 hitch, ball out. So really positive. Had a big conversion there to Muse on a 3rd down. So I thought there was a lot of positives and a lot of things that we'll be able to coach off of. Really did like the groups we had out on the field. Liked the way we were able to get these guys some good work early. I think it was 12 plays, maybe that first drive, and then we kept some guys in there who we wanted to see, continue to progress with where they're at. Guys like, Tristan Jackson and Naylor had a really good night. Sherfield, guys that, have been doing things on the practice field. It was great to see some of those guys just come out and have fun and put it on display for our Vikings fans to see.
Having JJ come back out for the 3rd quarter after taking some coaching, was that the plan the whole time, or did you come to that over the course of the game?
Yeah, that was the plan. He was always gonna start the 3rd quarter, and I had a certain number of reps in mind. I think these, we talk a lot about this development plan. A huge part of it is these real game reps where there's coaches on the sideline. It's just them and the defense and the officials out there, and I want to, see him continue to progress. But clearly everybody can see the arm talent. I just loved seeing him come right back after, the interception and still be aggressive, still stay true to, footwork, timing, rhythm, where his eyes should be. So there was a lot of positives with JJ's performance tonight, and a lot of areas where we'll be able to hit the ground running when these guys are back in on Monday.
what he did do out there change anything fundamentally for you about where he's at in his development or where he's at in his progression and those sort of things?
Yeah, I think at this point, Kevin, I'm just looking for, continue to for him to improve, look comfortable in our system. And like I said at the very beginning, no ceiling or no floor, but at the same time, I think, we want to be smart about that development and make sure that his training camp is absolutely going to plan, whether it's, reps with the ones, competitive reps, twos versus the one defense, and then these critical preseason snaps. And I think next week in Cleveland, the joint practices will be huge for him, like it will be for our whole team. Really looking forward to going to play a really physical, tough team. I think Kevin does an unbelievable job as a head coach, and we've put together 2 really good days of work. So although this was a game, and I'm very thankful to get my first preseason win since I've been here, I do look at it as just another glorified kind of singular step in the process.
Lots of talk, Kevin, about your list for JJ. Like there's checkpoints. More importantly than like a competition with Sam, there's actual checkpoints. How lengthy is that list, and how much do games affect this? You got practices, you got games, joint practices. How much do games play a role in that list and, to quote you, seeing live action?
Yeah, if there's a list out there that exists, that would be my first time seeing it. I believe coaching is a little bit more holistic, organic, whatever word you want to use. I think Josh and Grant are doing a great job with that room. I think all those guys, and specifically Sam and JJ, are ahead of where I thought they would be at this point. But there's a feeling, there's a mindset towards the position. There's an overall belief in the development of the position that I'm way more focused on controlling what we can control, which is, how we put together practice, how we layer learn, how we allow confidence to build, and ownership to build. Like I said, if you've got that list, man, I'd love to see it.
I thought you had the list.
No, if it's anywhere.
You say that you got a list.
Yeah, if it's anywhere, it's somewhere in my mind, but there's a lot of other crazy stuff in there too.
Kevin, was Gabe Murphy hurt tonight?
He was, yeah. He was dealing with something. I really, we, like I told you guys on Thursday, there was a good group of guys that we just, in the smallest of things, we want to make sure that they're healthy, because next Wednesday and Thursday are huge for a lot of guys. So we just wanted, it's been a physical camp. And the byproduct of that sometimes, especially these games where you wanted to maybe see a few more guys out there, we tried to be smart with those guys, still knowing we had, our collection of O-linemen ready to roll. We had, a good amount of our guys on defense. But, yeah, as we move forward into these joint practices, we're expecting to have, Grenard, Van Ginkel, a lot of those guys back, and then Aaron Jones as well pretty quickly here to go along with Harry, Jets, and Van Ginkel he's still kind of on a timeline, but he's in a really good spot right now. So really it was just Harry and Jets, and then there was some reasonings behind everybody else for health purposes. But the plan was to at least get our starters some work.
There was a report that Stephon Gilmore is going to come in for a visit, I think this Monday or whenever. Is that accurate, first of all? And second, where do you kind of see that whole group?
Yeah, I think, what I can say is I think Kwesi and his staff have been looking for ways, as we've really tried to piece together a plan, having lost, 2 young players that we won to injury, and obviously with Kyrie's very, very unfortunate situation, there's been a significant hit to the depth there. We brought in Fabian, which was great. I think he's come in and hit the ground running. The versatility of Jay Ward, I know you guys saw him at corner. He's still very much, a guy that can play really 2 or 3 spots. With his skill set. Bobby McCain flashed to me a little bit tonight as well. But as far as guys we'll potentially add, I know we're going to be, constantly trying to figure out if there's a player out there that we can add to this team that has a chance to help us win. And, I've had a ton of respect in Stephon Gilmore's career, playing against him. This is a guy that's done it at a really high level for a long time. So if that's something that ends up being a possibility, I know Kwesi and his staff will get us going in the right direction.
You talked about JJ bouncing back from the interception right away.
Yeah.
How hard is that to do in real time?
Especially in your first game. He was excited. He was ready to roll. I mean, this is an unbelievable home environment. A lot of our new guys, they were kind of blown away. Hey, this is just a preseason game, but this place is unbelievable. So that's one of the reasons why you love having this opportunity in front of our fans. It's important to me to win at home, whether they count or not in the long run, because we want to build a team that can win football games at home, and our fans deserve it. And I think JJ was excited about being in this environment, being at US Bank Stadium. I wanted the guys to go through just the whole game day feel from the hotel, getting here for, warm-ups, going through a day, and then go out there and have themselves a successful day. And I think, I did want to let you guys know the only, real injury to report is Jabril Cox. Got a little bit of a groin. We'll see how he turns over moving forward. But for playing so many guys, that was my number one priority, was hopefully get good work. And I think it just speaks to where our team's at, and they're physically, our attempt to physically prepare them for the season. I'm happy with the way training camp went.
What did you see on the interception for JJ, and what was kind of his explanation, thought process there?
Yeah, so, let's just dive in. It was corners over, so he knew it was man-to-man. They ended up bringing a backer. Kane attempted to, pick up that pressure. It was a pretty violent hit right at his feet. NFL, we call that an NFL pocket. Felt a little bit, got to go back and watch it, but felt like maybe he could have put his foot in the ground and delivered that ball to Tristan a little faster. He kind of chose to then move to his right, and ball got undercut a little late there, as he kind of moved to his right and still tried to put it on Tristan. But he definitely, knew kind of right away kind of where he was at with everything, and was ready to go right back out there. But, I think his recognition and everything, it's just that feel of those weighty downs, which is, it was a very similar, I don't know if it was the same exact call from PG on the other side when we did hit Nick Muse in the third quarter there across the middle, but felt very similar. And I think that was a little bit more the ideal rhythm and timing of putting that ball on Nick, accurately, and we moved the chains and scored a touchdown on the drive.
Is it nice to see the Dallas Turner speed rush get home a couple times and have 3 rookies get a sack today?
Yeah, what did we have? We had Richter had 2, I think, maybe, unless they took one of them away. It's a shame. Who'd they give it to?
I think they called it a quarterback run.
Those don't exist. But Dallas's sack and then Levi. I just felt some of those young guys active. But it helps. Dallas has basically been going against Christian Darrisaw for the better part of 3 weeks now. So I think he was happy to come to US Bank Stadium and not see number 71 standing across from him. I think, we'll go back and look at the tape. I think they drove it on us pretty good in the first half. We'll figure out, kind of what worked and what didn't. Maybe, give guys some more ops, make sure we're smart about the Cleveland game and the Philly game, because we're going to be, trying to be competitive in those games regardless of who plays. Just want to keep stacking positive momentum for, it's a different team this year. It's a younger team. There's a lot of guys that we're trying to fast-track development at different positions. And ultimately, I just like the enthusiasm. I like the juice. I like guys that have laser focus on just that daily progress that we talk about.
Just with Jalen Naylor, you've showed a lot of belief in him throughout the last couple of years. How have you seen it kind of come together for him during camp?
Those are you guys that everybody here has been at training camp, seeing him make plays. So to see him show up, what did he have? 3 for 63, three explosives. That's what he's capable of. Really played X tonight, so in Justin Jefferson's spot in that first group, and showed up. Ran some really good routes, has a great way about him, but he also has the versatility to maybe go inside, and we're gonna continue to feed him and give him ops, because we've always been excited about him. It's just been an availability thing, and he stacked some really, really good weeks together now, which has always been kind of to be expected as long as he can keep putting it together. And I'm really proud of where he's at, the work, the off season, getting ready to go with a real laser focus on what he wants to accomplish this year.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.